This is 5 Tons with Guns back with you. My name's Casey. Today we're going to cover the chlorination and sanitation of your Lister bag. Now first of all, you're probably going to be using chlorination, whether it be 3.5% household bleach or spa bleach, pool bleach, which is 8%, or regular NSF approved chlorine, which is 12.5%, which is pretty hot. Again, household bleach and your pool bleach is not NSF approved, and that I'll show you. They set the standards for the water industry for water, potable water. You'll see their stamps on pipe fittings and such. But they do the standards. Alright, so anyway, with the 8.5% chlorine, we only used a pinch. Half a pinch, really. Let's see if we got some chlorination here. Now when you do your sterilization chlorinization here, and you get your chlorine in, why you want to get flow through all 6 of your nozzles here, right here. Now let's take a chlorine test. We've got a OTO kit, that's short for orthotoluidine. It's a pool test kit, but with this, with your chlorination, which is very important out in the field, this is going to get you in the hunt where you want to be. Alright, having already chlorinated, we're looking for a residual. And the residual is after the chlorine has already done its work. And water systems have to have a residual at the end use, at the faucet, of like 1 to 3 parts per million ppm. Alright, let's do a test here and see how much of a residual that we have. Okay, you take 5 drops of orthotoluidine. 3, 4, 5. See how the color is already turned? Now it will start turning a little bit more yellower in about a minute or so. But you can see that we do have a residual of chlorine, and that's where you want to be. If you got a residual, your chances are you're going to have some pretty safe, clean, and drinking water. Alright, now you want to go easy on your chlorine, as it is an oxidizer and it's also a poison. So you want to go easy on it. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take just a little bit of chlorine, and I'm going to show you what it's going to do with this residual that we have in this test tube. Okay, I got just a little bit of dust on my finger from 8% granules. Okay, now watch. See it starting to turn red? Now when you got red, you've got too much chlorine. And especially with your Lister bag, which is made of cotton, while your chlorine, if you have your chlorine levels too high, why you're going to eat up your bag in time. So watch your chlorine. You know, it's an oxidizer. It's also a poison. So don't be heavy-handed with your chlorine. You know, check your chlorine. You want a little bit of yellow for your residual. Now, your residual you're going to get after like a 30 to 45 minute retention period or contact period. 30 to 45 minutes. That's when you'll test your chlorine to see what your level is. And if you got a slight yellow, you know the chlorine is going to work. But I would check it again as usage goes on. Cotton canvas is kind of like an organic anyway, so it absorbs chlorine, and it will also, the chlorine will also eat up cotton canvas in time under high concentrations of chlorine. So you want to watch out for that. Okay, now I mentioned parts per million. 1 part per million would be like 1 penny in $10,000. Or how about 1 inch in 16 miles? That's how it would relate. So it's a very minute amount. Alright, now let's stop for just a minute or so. I want to conclude this in just a little bit. Get my thoughts together. Be right